All right, let's talk about baseball, shall we? The Round Rock Express starts its season on the road tonight, but it's not just any season. Oh, no. It's a cause for celebration. Here's KVUE's Brian Mays.
We went and visited with some people in San Marcos. We went to Georgetown. We went to Round Rock. And we started looking at where was the geographic center going to be of the Austin metro area in the year 2020.
Set the pitch. Bang.
This truly was a cornfield owned by the Thielander family. You know, seeing Old Settlers Park and all of the infrastructure and the youth baseball fields and everything that had been built, we saw the vision of what this stadium could be.
That open field off Highway 79 in Round Rock became a first-class baseball stadium that has hosted more than 1,600 games. An average of well over 600,000 fans pass through the gates every single season.
Our family has continued to put money into the Dell Diamond. We're sitting in the brand new visitors clubhouse we have right now. The city of Round Rock has continued to put money into the Dell Diamond. So we've continued to keep this facility as good as it was the day it opened up.
There's no doubt the Express are synonymous with the city.
Round Rock Mayor Craig Morgan has seen firsthand what having an organization like the Express can mean to a city.
We've had a great relationship over the 25 years, and it's continued. I know the 15 years I've been in office, it's continued and only probably gotten stronger.
This isn't just a baseball team, it's a business, a good business. In fact, the team was just named the best place to work by the Round Rock Chamber of Commerce.
This organization has been blessed to have people that, one, love serving others, two, love the game of baseball, and I think three, appreciate the quality of life they're afforded living in Central Texas.
There have been some memorable moments in the past 25 years. One of the best happened the very first season when the Express won the Texas League Championship. Other big nights have included a Hall of Fame level player and a Hall of Fame comedian.
The Roger Clemens game was incredible because the build-up to him coming back to helping the Astros, get to a World Series, obviously having played at the University of Texas. I think when we had Will Ferrell do his Rojo Johnson and come and actually take part in a game with us.
So, what do the next 25 years look like? Could Major League Baseball be a part of the future in Central Texas?
The reason that we started this was because we believe that Austin's a big league market, that one day there will be a big league team here. What we can do as a community is just continue to be one of the top AAA franchises, continue to grow as a community. And so when they do decide to expand, it'll be a process that, lots of cities like Austin will be a part of. And we hope to be a part of that if that time ever comes.
I'd love for Round Rock to be in that conversation with this facility. I think there's things that we could do, and there's space around here that potentially could happen. I hope that this stadium and the Express are here 25 years from now.
We've been involved in the game for a long time, and we've owned other teams, we've run other teams, but I think the Express is always special to us because they gave us, the city of Round Rock and the people of Central Texas gave us an opportunity to pursue a career in the passion we love, which is the game of baseball.
That was Brian Mays reporting. All right, well, as for this year, what can we expect on the field and off the field? We sat down with the voice of the Express, Rylan Cobry.
This time of year, these guys are ready to get going. Once you get to the last week of spring training, which the week I was out there, which was last week, those last 2-3 days, these guys they're in mid-season form. They're ready to start playing games and do the real thing. I think early on, it's nice being out in the 70-degree weather every day, and they're getting their days done early. The players are done at 2-3 o'clock. They get to go home to their wives and their families. Now they're ready to compete and ready to kind of get ready to try and make a run at the World Series. And the Texas Rangers, our parent club, they're very much in contention to possibly win it all this year. They went out and made some great offseason additions, and so the vibe of camp right now is one of a group that thinks they can go and win it all. And that trickle-down effect to us here in Round Rock is always seen. We usually get great talent in these years where they're expected to make a run. And there's a lot of prospects that want to help the big league club that are going to be here in Round Rock.
Of course, it's all about the big league club, but you're focused more on what's happening right here, obviously. What can fans expect when they come out? Because it's not just about baseball. Obviously, that's the game, but it's an event.
Yeah, it really is, and especially this year. So we're celebrating our 25th season. Our first season in 2000 was a special one. It ended with a Texas League championship, and we're still searching for our second title since then. And so that first season though was a magical one. There's a book about it that we have here in our office, and you look at some of the photos of just the community coming out and supporting this team, and it's been like that for now, this being the 25th season. And so this year we're going to celebrate all 25 years. We're going to bring back former players. We just released our top 25 Express team with some of our greatest players that have played here at Dell Diamond over the years. We'll celebrate iconic moments. Roger Clemens pitched here. I think a lot of people kind of forget that. We don't, because it was the highest attended game in Express history. There's just going to be a celebration of this place, but also this community. I think really a lot of people think, the city of Round Rock and the Express are synonymous with each other, and the two have kind of grown together over the years. And here at Dell Diamond, we have steadily added things to this ballpark year in and year out, and every offseason when we get closer to the end of it, we look back and say, wow, look what we added. This ballpark just does not look like it's 25 years old. It looks like, a brand new ballpark like we see across the Pacific Coast League. So it'll be a celebration for our fans, and we're looking forward to this year honoring them throughout the season.
Riley, you talked about the fact that you always got something new, and every time I'm there, there's something new. There's the batting cages inside, just on the outfield, which is so much fun there. You've got different foods coming up every year. What is going to be most exciting this year for the fans who are coming out for the atmosphere?
Yeah. So we'll start with the food, because I think that's always something that people want to know about. First of all, your classics are still going to be there. You're going to have your hot dogs, your popcorn, your soda. But that big foot-long hot dog, I think you might have saw it last year. That's coming back, and so that was very popular last year. That big hot dog is going to return. If you could finish it by yourself, great. If you need 3 or 4 people, that works as well. Nachology is one of our nacho stands. They've got chicken tinga nachos coming this year. That's going to be a fan favorite. And then a couple of the other alternatives this year. We'll have a Frito pie, which I don't have all the details quite yet on that, but that's another kind of ballpark staple this season.
Me and Frito, it's no more needed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to explain any more there. So a lot of different food options. One of the things that has changed this year, and it won't necessarily affect the fans on a day-to-day basis, but they'll notice the new building we have in right field. That is where the new visiting clubhouse will be. So for 24 seasons, we've had both clubhouses along the left field line, and this year we'll have the new visiting clubhouse on the right field line. And there's a new stairwell going down from that clubhouse to the field. So the visiting team will head onto the field from the other side. And so it's a beautiful new building we just added this offseason, and we're in the process and almost done renovating our home clubhouse down that left field line for our own players. So the skyline has changed just a little bit since fans were here in September.
Exciting time for sure. What type of inside baseball can you tell me when it comes to getting to the event, parking, tickets for families who've never been? What would you tell them rather than about what they need to do for opening day, April 1st?
Yeah, I think everything you need to know about Round Rock Express baseball, first of all, is at rrexpress.com. I think any kind of FAQs you have, if you literally go to our website, you go to FAQs, all those questions can be answered. Parking will be the same as it normally is in the past years. You'll come in through that front entrance, and tickets obviously are going to be all digital again, so fans can grab those just online. They can come up here to the box office and purchase those as well. I think overall, not a ton of changes just to the day-to-day of getting into this ballpark. I think our promotional schedule, which we could definitely talk about a little more, but that's going to be, another exciting part of the season. It always is whenever we unleash it at the end of February. And so we've continued to add to that. And throughout the year, I'm sure we'll make adjustments to some of those dates. But you're going to have your Friday fireworks presented by Bud Light that we've had in years past. We'll have opening day fireworks this year on Tuesday, April 1st when we start the season. Saturdays is always a great family day to bring the entire group out to the ballpark. We've got some drone shows on tap. We've got jersey giveaways. We've got alternate identities again. So the promo schedule is always something that I know people really look forward to. There's also a bobble leg this year, not a bobble head, a bobble leg. So that's a Nolan Ryan bobble leg. And we were debating the spelling. Is it bobble dash leg? Is it just bobble leg, one word? We're going with one word, bobble leg. We're inventing the term here this year at Dell Diamond, but that'll be coming this summer as well. So
I never heard of bobblehead. So is it the bobblehead where his leg just goes up over his head?
instead of the head bobbling, it's that leg. That classic Nolan Ryan pitching motion where he lifts the leg very high. That leg, you'll be able to see the motion happening on the bobble leg. So it'll be a fun one this year that we'll have later in the season.
He and I think Fernando Valenzuela was the other one. You could never see anybody because the leg was over their head, and like ballerinas on the mound.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to. Look, Nolan's pitching motion. You don't want to try it at home, so you can at least get to see how it works. That way, you can see how he got all those strikeouts.
Well, Rylan, I appreciate your time, buddy. We're going to see you out there April 1st, first home game. What time is the first pitch on April 1st?
Yeah, first pitch 7:15 here at Dell Diamond, and we're looking forward to bringing the fans back. That opening night, like I said, it'll be fireworks for the opening game of the year. We also have our commemorative ticket that we're handing out in honor of our 25th season. So plenty of reasons to get on out here, and the weather at this time of year is always great. We're expecting that for Tuesday, April 1st.
And thanks, Rylan, for your time there. You do not try that pitching motion at home because your back, your legs, your hammies. Ooh, yeah.